Our lab topology is composed of 5 routers, one MX80, one MX480, 2 ACXs, and one Nokia 7750. In today's video, we'll be using the MX80 and MX480 to prestage the network and provision the services, Layer 2 circuits and Layer 2 VPNs with port and virtual port. At present, in ContrailE2 there are no managed nodes nor managed services, as the UI shows. ContrailE2 runs as either a VM or as a container on top of Control 4.0. CLI is a Python script that can be run locally on the containers or remotely in any client that uses and supports Python. As the CLI shows, there are no nodes, no devices, and no ports or services configured on ContrailE2. At this point, through the CLI, we will prepare to prestage the network using a CLI command prestage and referring to a JSON file that we have pre-uploaded with the nodes and network configuration. Before issuing the command, we'll be going through the JSON file structure. The JSON file referred in the prestage command on a CLI contains the network topology information for each managed network element. Management address, root ID, AS number, managed interfaces, device model NOS, and release. Each node is associated to a network name. Constraints can be enforced in ContrailE2 to prevent service adjacencies, as an example, between two different networks. At this point, the network topology is provisioned in ContrailE2, and we can see that through the CLI through the show commands. On the top right side of the screen, you also see the UI where the network topology is provisioned. The only service which appears on the UI is the fabric service itself. ContrailE2 supports all Metro Ethernet Forum CE 2.0 services. Port, virtual port, Layer 2 circuit, Layer 2 socket. We're adding Layer 3 VPN with all class of service and redundancy attributes. Now with a single CLI command, we are going to provision 2 Layer 2 circuits and 2 Layer 2 sockets, so 2 Draft Martini and 2 Draft Compeller attached to a virtual port. The E2 create service command refers to a JSON file which contains the service definition, so specifically the nodes, the interfaces, and the service characteristics and service flavor. Let's log in into the routers and check the current configuration. During prestaging, ContrailE2 has provisioned telemetry configuration in the routers, LLDP, and SNMP configuration. In the routers, there is no Layer 2 circuits, no Layer 2 VPN services configured. Let's now issue the command through the CLI to provision the services. We see 4 services being provisioned by ContrailE2. ContrailE2 has provisioned the services according to the definition contained in the JSON file referred in the CLI command, as you can see on the screen. Through the CLI, we show what services are currently active in the network, and we see that beyond the fabric services, there are 4 more services currently active. We'll now verify the configuration on the routers where the services have been provisioned. We see the Layer 2 VPN and Layer 2 circuit services, which has been provisioned by Control according to the definition of the JSON data model. These are the AFL which have been created corresponding to the external VLANs. Through the CLI on the routers, we verify that all services provisioned are up and running. We can verify the same through the ContrailE2 UI shown on the top of the screen.